Hey Warriors fans, I'm Scott Warras. It is time to preview the Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference cross-country championships for both the men's and the women's teams. It's Saturday up in Green Bay. He, of course, is the longtime head coach of both programs, Steve Travis. Coach, first weekend of November, it's that time again.
Yes.
Shorewood cross-country course in Green Bay. It's the home course for UW Green Bay. I guess St. Norbert would technically be the host in this instance.
Correct, yep.
Let's just talk about the course. You've been there before, just a couple months ago, actually, so there's some familiarity, right?
Yes, we opened our season. We've been opening our season up at St. Norbert for most of my career. Yeah. This will be, I think, the fourth or fifth year on this course. But
Tell us about it. What's the terrain like? Is it a easier course, a more challenging course? How would you describe what the runners
I would say it's a very fair cross country.
Okay.
It is an old golf course that's been converted to cross country only, getting better and better every year. They've been overseeding it, so the footing is getting better and better. But in honest, there's ups, there's downs. It's rolling, so it'll be great.
Is there an advantage to the familiarity between your program and others who have been on the course recently?
Yeah, I think to some degree it's always nice to be able to have run on the course. So and we're obviously not that close to be there on a daily basis as St. Norbert is, but still having raced there has been great.
Okay, the men take off at 11 o'clock, so let's talk about the men's race first of all. And just broadly, 10,000-foot view or so, how would you describe this men's cross-country season for the Warriors?
We are ready to go.
Good.
Man, oh man, yeah, things...
Chomping at the bit.
Yes, the progression of training. You work hard through the summer, you work hard through August, September, October, and now we're kind of sharpening up, and we are in great shape. We're ready to go.
What are the things you have seen? Like what are the specific characteristics and traits from those guys that have you as amped up and as they are?
Yeah, the positive mindset, the nonverbals, just carrying themselves, the workouts, the numbers, the stats of those things, seeing as the week to week unfolds and the races unfold, we're getting quicker, ready to really drop some time.
We had Isaiah Harriet in here for an interview a couple weeks ago. He won another, Athlete of the Week award in the NACC, and it was really great to talk to him and just kind of how he's matured, not just as a student athlete, but as a cross country runner.
Yeah.
How have you challenged Isaiah here? One final go around, one final chance to do something special again. Have you and he set the bar even higher?
The target is to go out and look to win. Yeah. He's in that mindset of going for it. I think it's a legitimate goal. The men, it's always been a battle with MSOE, but the men's team, we're looking to take another shot at the title. We're going to need to run a lower score than we've ever run at the conference championships. We've never been under 44 points, and that was COVID. So it's going to take less than 44 to win. It'll be either side of 36 points, and I think we got the group that could do it this year. Yeah.
Beyond Isaiah, who are the other guys? We talk about Arnold Rupp now and others way back when we previewed your season, and he got off to a great start, I know, this year for you guys. Give us a few other names of this men's team that has high hopes.
Yeah, Josh is another senior, running really well. Caleb is coming on strong as a freshman. Vaughn as a freshman as well. Really, I'm going to leave guys out, but we're just really the progression of things. We're ready to really, really roll on Saturday.
Did that surprise you? I mean, maybe not the Harriets, Rupp now, guys who maybe have a bit of a reputation already here.
Sure.
But was there a progression maybe among some of the younger guys faster than you anticipated even?
I would say Caleb and Vaughn have adjusted to the 8K maybe quicker than I thought they would, which has been great. But the returners, we've been talking about this, or I've mentioned it to them right after the new year. I really believe that this men's team is the best men's team we've ever had, and blessed to be not 100% healthy come championship time, but we're healthy and ready to go to then try to make that happen.
Is anybody really 100% healthy? I mean, any team at this time of year?
Right. I would say it's rare.
Right.
Yeah, it's rare.
Right.
You nurture things along and get ready to go on the day.
Okay, so the men take off at 11. Then let's talk about the women's race, because that'll be scheduled to go about 12 o'clock up there in Green Bay on Saturday afternoon. A first question similar to the guys, just season recap, broadly speaking, how do you feel things have played out, especially now as we focus in on Saturday?
Right. The women's team is younger than the men, so it would be a younger
Right.
team. Excited for how they've been developing. I'm going to be a little redundant here, I guess, of just the health, the progression. They're running really well. The freshmen are adjusting to the 6K, which again is just really, really exciting to see that.
Who are some of the individual performers that have impressed you through your coaching eyes this season, and maybe whom you ask some big things of over the weekend?
Yeah, I'm again going to leave some out because they really have all been progressing well. Maddie, as a freshman, adjusting well to the 6K. She'll turn some heads maybe this weekend, in that early on in the season was not running as strong as she is now. Kirsten coming back as a sophomore, she's in a much better place, physically healthy than a year ago. So, yeah, and I'm leaving some out.
No, I understand that. You know, as you're answering that, it brings something to mind. Obviously, you want to compete, you want to win, you want to finish as high as possible in the conference championships. But for kids who are coming back next year, this can also serve as kind of a springboard, perhaps, right?
Yeah.
To the winter season, you know, whatever running they're going to have in the spring, and then into next fall. You use this as a springboard.
Yes, yeah, and I'm excited for Cameron.
Right.
Coach Austin taking over. There's great group of student athletes that are progressing really well. We're going to miss the seniors. I'm going to miss it being here. But the group that's coming behind, wow, a really good group.
Does your coach, I asked you this last year and I'll ask you it again this year, for the conference championships, does anything change from a strategy standpoint in terms of coaching strategy, or maybe you see something in an opponent, some tendencies of some of these other teams over the course of a long season, and now, all right, let's try this strategy, let's try that. Anything schematic?
There's different aspects. The group running, racing as groups, that is something we're always trying to do, but you sometimes shift that a little bit. Who's going to go out a little bit harder than maybe they have in the past. So you'll tweak a little bit of those things. Maybe a cliche statement as a coach, but you try to control the controllables, and that's taking care of, you know, what can we do, how well can we run as individuals, how well can we run as a group, and try to bring back as low score as we can.
Before we let you go, I'd be remiss if I don't, you know, and you kind of alluded to it in your prior answer, that this is your last conference championship in your final year after over 3 decades at WLC before you head off into retirement in Colorado. I mean, I know in the moment on Saturday you'll be Coach Travis and you're in the zone.
Yeah.
Will you take a moment at some point on Saturday just to kind of take a little snapshot? Or have you been doing that all season long?
Yeah, I try to each season, I guess, just those moments of taking it in. Another thing that each coach said, you know, no team is never the same the next year. And that's, so I've been reflecting each season and definitely taking it in, soak it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome. Okay, so Saturday afternoon up in Green Bay at Shorewood cross country course. Not Shorewood, Wisconsin. You hear Shorewood, it's up in Green Bay. 11 a.m. for the men, 12 o'clock for the women. It's the NACC Cross Country Championships. And for one final time, Steve Travis will be there. Coach, best of skill to you,
Thank you,
the
Scott.
men and the women's program.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching.